Good morning. It is Saturday morning and I'm on a rare early morning bike ride. It is about 8 AM and it is absolutely freezing. There has been a frost overnight, so I'll make sure I get my gloves today because it is absolutely freezing. However, I don't normally get a chance to ride my bike on a Saturday morning, but today I am really just making the most of this awesome weather we've been having. Rude not to, I'm sure you'd agree. I'm just on a quick local hour-long cycling jolly around my local village. Might get about 8 or 9 miles, I guess, so better get on with it, shouldn't we? First of all, let's get up this hill. So actually, my house is actually on a national cycle route number 3, I think it is. Yeah, it basically runs past my house. But I've never really done the entirety of it, and I've really got no interest because it's all just stuff like this. They have recently come and redone all of the signs so you can actually see where it goes. So I'm just having a little explore. I did previously notice on a bike ride around here that there was a sign and it went in a direction I'd never been to. So I've always fancied checking it out. Today is my opportunity. What a lovely place I live in. And this is a place called Dipper Mill, and anyone who's watched my videos previously will know about this place because it floods really badly here. This is often underwater in the winter, but not today. It is a lovely day, so I'm going to stay dry. Hello mate, what are you doing? Not going to hurt you mate, just want to get a picture. Hello. Indeed. There you go, you don't have to watch Country Foal this week because I've done it for you. Cool, it's still done half go on a bit, but I'm burning a lot of calories, I hope, so all good. So I'm just coming up to the place where I'd previously seen the cycle network sign, so I'm going to go and check it out. I'm not expecting it to be exciting, but it will be new because I've never been down there before. Right, well, let's find this sign. Here she be. No one behind me. Right, let's go and see what's what. Okay, fair to say that was the most unimaginative section of National Cycle Network that I've ever seen. It was just a boring country road. So I'm heading back towards the main road now. I've got somewhere else I want to explore that I've never had a chance to go down, and that might be quite exciting, but we'll have to wait and see. This way. So not too far from my house, we've got this lovely old place called Dunsland House. It is now a National Trust property. Once upon a time there was a big old manor house up there. But it burnt down long time ago, so now it's just left with the grounds. There is a really nice woodland walk down there, but not really suitable for biking. There's so many dog walkers. I'm back onto the main road now, which leads us towards Holsworthy and Bude. And this bit of land I'm interested in here is actually open access land, so you can go and do what you want on it within reason. Not really cycling, but I don't think anyone really cares. Anyway, the place I'm looking to explore today is just around this bend, and there's a private road that runs through this land, but they can't stop you using it because it's open access land. So people do park their cars there, and there's loads of signs saying don't park here, it's private, blah blah blah. So people are parking there for something or other. I intend to find out what it's for. Okay, here we be. Just check there's no car behind me. No, there's not. Look at that. No parking, no turning. But they can't stop me coming up here. Let's see if there's anything interesting to ride on. Very pleasant. Oh, there's a hill. So I'm currently riding down a nice big hill, which I am going to have to ride back up because it only goes one way and back. And there is some interesting terrain down a hill there. That looks like it could be fun on a bicycle, as does that. I'll be keeping a keen eye out to see if I see any sort of evidence that someone's been riding around here. Oh, this looks fun. There's a lot of trees that have been marked, so it looks like they're going to chop a lot of these trees down, but to me this looks like interesting terrain. Yeah, love finding stuff like this. Let's go and have a bit of an explore. Got to ride up this hill now. That looks great over there. What a lovely place. I was just having a chat with a lady who owns a bit of land and some buildings there, and when I was riding up the hill there was loads of signs saying danger of death, don't trespass, and for good reason. There is an archery club there, so could have got blasted, so glad I didn't do that. But anyway, she gave me a little bit of info that there is like an unofficial loop around here that you're not really meant to come on, but people do use it, so she said crack on, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, I don't want to get too muddy today. Oh. So I'm just going to continue along here. She did say it's very rutty, which sounds good to me. Loads of sheep and lambs. Okay, so just on this sort of open access land, this Fannis gate, which takes you through to the Dunsland House grounds again. I'm just sort of the other side of where I was earlier, so I'm not going to venture down there today. I've been there on a walk, but I am going to continue down this road and get myself home, because I've been out longer than I anticipated already. Okay, I'm nearly back at the main road now, and whilst that was a very nice place to go for a bicycle ride, I don't think I'll be heading back there, because no trails and I haven't got time to make any. So back on the road, back home. I am actually dying. I pulled over at the side of the road about a mile back to check a message or so on my phone, and a bloke on a road bike went past me. Anyway, he had a good lead on me when I got going again, and I saw him riding up the hill really slow, and it's a horrible hill, but I thought I'd try and catch him, and I went past him just before the top. I'm officially dead. Last few hundred metres now before I get back to my house, and I hope I haven't overdone it, because I've got a lot of gardening to do this weekend and Mother's Day tomorrow, so looking forward to a nice Mother's Day bicycle ride with the fam. Oh, be glad to have a nice coffee. I do look more and more like Bjork every time I go for a bike ride, don't I? That is snazzy. Anyway, managed 12.88 miles today. I'm very pleased about that. I was only aiming for about 8 or 9. I'm going to go and just die quietly for a second. Right, now I've revived myself somewhat. I was just having a look on Strava to see if I got what time-wise. And just having a look here, I'm actually the 2,263rd fastest person on one of these stretches. But if you look a little bit closer, you'll also notice Tom Pidcock has also done that little stretch there. But he's not the fastest. Someone's beat him by 12 seconds. And it is the real deal geezer. So I'm definitely in good company. Also of interest is I also posted a personal best on the bridge to my little village just there. And I have done that actually a bunch of times before on my road bike. So I must have really been motoring it up there to catch up with that dude on his road bike. Anyway, better have another coughing fit. So I'll see you later. I look dead. Good morning all, it is Sunday morning and we are on our family bicycle ride in Sowerton Cross for a change near Oakhampton. Today we are heading towards Lidford, I think it is, I can never remember. So we're not going to go too far today. Everyone's a bit fragile for some reason. We've been doing a lot of work in our garden yesterday and a bit achy. Anyway, so another reason why I'm not really feeling it a massive bike ride today. If you saw my video bit from yesterday where had a bit of a race with a roadie. I didn't really go into it too much, I don't think. I can't really remember because I was absolutely hanging out of my bottom. I overdid it. And anyway, basically what happened was I just pulled over on the side of the road to check on my phone, check something on my phone, and a roadie went past. And you know, it wasn't like a full-fledged Lycra roadie, it was a guy on a road bike who was going quicker than I was. And anyway, I said morning, and absolutely blanked me. And well, that's a bit rude, isn't it, you know? So anyway, once I'd sorted myself out and got my gloves back on, I started riding along the road, and I could see him in the distance. And I thought, you know what, I'm not far from home, I'm going to motor it and see if I can catch up with him, because I do these silly little challenges to myself. And anyway, when I got to the big hill, the bottom of the big hill, it turned out that man wasn't making sort of roadie type progress up there. So I decided I'm going to give it max up this hill and try and catch him. Anyway, I did give it max. I knocked my previous best up that hill was about 2 minutes and 59 seconds. I did it in 2 minutes, so I absolutely motored up there. Now, bearing in mind, I've also been up there a lot on my road bike. I was absolutely gunning it. And just before we got to the top, just as the man was starting to celebrate getting to the top and starts freewheeling, I flew past him, and it gave me a great sense of achievement. But I then consequently died about 8 times because I was coughing up my guts all day yesterday, just because something got dislodged in my lungs that hadn't been dislodged for a long time. My legs absolutely killing. And then of course I had to go and do loads of gardening and fit another new fence yesterday and do all sorts of stuff. I'm just aching. But after all of that, I came away with a wicked sense of achievement that I beat the dude. And if I see you again, don't be so rude next time. So we're just coming up to this viaduct, and normally I'd try and attempt to wheelie over this, but it is a little bit windy today. It's 15-mile-an-hour winds, and also my legs just don't have it in today. They're still dead from yesterday's ride. But it is a lovely day here on Dartmoor. I'm sure you'll agree. Oh, there's your mad barking dog. Always tries to attack us, that thing. It's a bit nicer this week, isn't it, Guapo, than last week? Was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Oh, Yolanda Neff is in town. Okay, so we just come to a turning point in our little ride this morning, and I've just come to this bit of land. I don't know if anyone remembers us saying about that chute that goes down there. It looks wild, and I just came to have a quick look in here, see what's going on, but there's a big sign saying private land, so I'm not going in there, but I'm going to have a little look around this bit. So I was just about to have a little exploring there, and then I noticed Guapo and Vicky carrying on, so I guess that's what we're doing. Not very talkative today. Well done, Guapo. Well done, Vicky. Right, 8.25 miles today. It's quite a nice one. It's a nice, lovely day here near Oakhampton, but it is a fresh old wind as per usual here. But everyone's had a nice day. It is Mother's Day, so we're going to go home, and my wife is even looking forward to watching the mountain biking World Cup downhill later on today because she absolutely loves Rob Warner. Anyway, that is it for today. See you later. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, and I'm on a morning mission to the post office and a bit of a mile cruncher, from being honest with you. Didn't manage to get on my bicycle yesterday because I just was on the school runs and ran out of time. And on Monday, didn't have much time, and then when I did get ready to go for a bike ride, I didn't have my crash helmet, so that was cancelled. I ain't riding the bike without me out one. So that is it today. A few little laps, hopefully, see how my legs hold up after my race at the weekend. Worth noting, summer has disappeared. Totally different story last week. It was glorious, but today, blooming freezing. But it is not raining, it is not really windy either, so I'm getting out for a few miles. Right, done the post office bit. Now's the fun bit. Say fun, lots of hills, but I am going to hopefully complete another 2 laps after this one, so I best get to it. I am very pleased to announce that following on from my race with Roadie at the weekend, I did manage to ride out the saddle all the way up to the post office today. I didn't think I'd be able to because my legs have been hurting a bit since then, been a bit stiff, but I did manage it. But when I got off my bike to post my actual post, yeah, they were a little bit give-way-y. That's not a word, is it? Give-way-y, a bit wobbly. Let's just stick with that. Lap 1 finito. Let's crack on with another couple, shall we? The main reason I'm trying to get out today and get as many miles in as possible is because we are due for some crappy weather over the next few days. The weather is coming down from the north. It's bringing with it coldness, sleet, and basically just naff weather. So whilst it's not so bad today, it's cold, but it is calm, and I'm making the most of it. Highly doubt you can see that, but on the top of that hill there's loads of people mountain boarding. Never seen that before. Gonna be really honest, that is lap 2 done, and I could really do with finishing now because my legs are still toast from overdoing it at the weekend. But these pounds are not going to shift themselves, and I have yesterday eaten about 5 little cookies, so I do feel a bit bad. But when Tesco's sell a packet of cookies for 29p, you're going to buy some, aren't you? And I did eat some yesterday, so I best crack on. Let's go for one more, shall we? It will take me over lunchtime. Okay, that is that done and dusted, so I'm just going to check out on Strava how far I did. Wow, I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why I thought I'd have about 15 or 16 miles, but what I've actually got is 17.35 miles. So I'm definitely not arguing with that. And I guess I can't really feel too hard done by if I can't get out tomorrow on my bicycle or Friday, because the weather's pony. So that is that. It is now 25 to 12, so I am way past my lunchtime, so I'm going to do that now. Good morning everybody, it is Thursday morning and this is an unexpected jolly down the post office this morning because it's actually not sleeting or raining, but it is blooming freezing. My ears have had enough, that's for sure. Anyway, really quick dash today for a couple of reasons. One, it has gone my lunchtime and I've not had my lunch, so I'm quite keen for that. Always hungry. Secondly, I've got a delivery coming around midday which I need for today's print job, this afternoon's print job, so I do need to be there for that. So this is my only opportunity, and I've got to drop some stickers off at the local sea pool, so better get on with it, ain't I? You won't see much of me on this trip, I'm in a rush. Rather than me, it's too cold for that today. Nice safe barrier right in the middle. That's all my chores done for now, and I did actually surprise myself. I managed to ride my bike, my single speed, up the very steep hill out of some of Lee's car park, which to be fair I struggled with on my mountain bike, so I don't know how I managed that, but I did. Stronger legs. All right, let's get back and hope my parcels haven't come. Right, just a quick little dash down the post office this morning, and I have managed 10.72 kilometres. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I've set it up for miles, so it's 6.4 miles, something like that, which is what it normally is. A bit different today actually, slightly different route down the front. Anyway, I'll stop talking now because it is lunchtime. It is weigh day tomorrow, so fingers crossed for me. I have done quite a few decent bike rides this week, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning and welcome to the end of this week, and thank you very much for watching if you're still watching this rubbish. So this week I have done a fair bit of cycling. I've been really pleased about it. I did my killer bike ride on Saturday, I think it was, which wasn't a very long bike ride, but right at the end I had that race with that Roadie up that big hill, and I'm still loving the fact that I managed to whoop him up there, so I'm really pleased about that. But it did affect my legs for the rest of the week, or some of it at least. And then Sunday, can't really remember what we did on Sunday, to be honest with you, but we probably went somewhere on the bikes. Salton Cross, I think, in Oakhampton, and then a few little jollies down the post office. Nothing exciting along the coast path or anything like that this week, but the weather has been horrible and a bit cold and pony, so I've also been actually rather busy this week. Anyway, that brings me on to this morning. I am here doing this early this morning because I've got a full day of printing. I've got a job I really would like to get done before the weekend, so that is getting done today. Last week's weight, 114.3 kilos, so let's see if we can beat it. Okay, slight departure to normal. My battery on my GoPro died, so it's having to carry a what do you call it? One of those things, a power bank. Yeah, it's going to weigh a little bit more today, so I don't know how that's going to affect my reading, so we just have to get on with it. I can't do much about it. The battery will die if I disconnect it, so let's get on with it. 114.3 to beat. Let's see where we're at. Right, let's put that down there for maximum less added weight. Okay, so looks like a last minute change from 113.9 to 114, so I have lost 300 grams this week, which is over half a pound. That's quite noisy, isn't it? Anyway, so that is at 114 kilos today. It did dip to 113.9 kilos and then went back up to 114 at the last minute, last second maybe, as I say. Anyway, I have lost 300 grams this week, which is nothing to write home about, but I haven't put any weight on and I have lost it. It is over half a pound, so I can't complain about that at all. What is coming up? I believe we're in for a bit of nicer weather again, so it should be opening the doors to some nice nice bicycle rides around here. And also I'm working on a project with work which may mean I need to spend a little bit of time in Plymouth for a couple of 3 days, so that should open the door to some nice riding spots down there. So anyone who I know that rides in Plymouth, I may well be tapping you up to get down the local woods. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching this guff. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's right there. Give us a thumbs up because YouTube absolutely love that, and don't forget to leave a comment because they love that as well. I'd always like to know how you're getting on, and I will always reply to your messages on there. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week for more guff.